Okay, now I don't know. Listen, I have to go over this. I know it's an after party. I know we like to focus on Star Citizen, but I have to get a little taste of what's going on in my Discord. There are people who are upset because I'm seeing a StarField and Star Citizen comparison, which I did happen to say you were going to see when it came out. I did say you'd see a whole bunch of people comparing Star Citizen to StarField. I said this is the thing that's going to happen. This is what I do. It's what I do. Oh, Anarchy's going up a level. Listen, Anarchy, dude. Anarchy's our art director. He's going up a level. He's going to put some new merch up on the merch page. Thanks, Anarchy. I appreciate you. He's also going to work on some new opening cutscenes as well. So I can't wait to see what you got in store, Anarchy. Now for E-rad here, one of my best buds. 2019, my mother got real sick. I remember being at the Cleveland Clinic every single day. It was exhausting for 5 months. It was just like horrible. My mom was in and out of being sick. A lot of the old school members remember that. E-rad was an old school member, and E-rad would always check in with me, and he'd be like, hey, what's up, DG? Is everything cool? Is everything okay? And man, at the time, I thought that was one of the coolest things ever. And one day he said, hey, how about, like, what do you think if I make content, DG? And I was like, do it, dude. I said, one day you'll probably have more subscribers than I do. And look at him. Look at the man. 20,000 subscribers.
Yes, you're not gonna hate man. Yes.
I love E-rad. I love E-rad. Now, E-rad's getting some heat, though, because he's really in love with StarField right now. And some people are getting really upset about that. And I told E-rad, I'm like, listen, man, as content creators, you got to go with your heart and just make the content you want to make, man. If people are going to get upset and they're going to hate on you, you know, obviously they're attached to Star Citizen, which is completely understandable. But this title here, he says, here is why StarField will become my main game for a while. Whoa, wait, what? Whoa. Wow. Okay. All right. Let's see what E-rad's got for us.
I love
I haven't
space
played
games.
it yet.
I've always had this fantasy of wandering across the stars, discovering different worlds, and taking part in many varied adventures. Obviously, I'm never going to be an astronaut, and I was probably born a couple of generations too early to even remotely have a chance to ever travel in space. However, I've had the chance over the past decades to travel to space via some amazing video games such as the X-Wing series, Freelancer, X3 and X4, Elite Dangerous, or Star Citizen, which is currently my main space game, as you can probably tell if you've been following the channel for a while. Well, as I am writing these lines, these could be about to change because StarField is around the corner, and with what we've seen in the last StarField E-rad, well, this might be very well about to change because this could become my main game for the channel for a while, and I will tell you why.
Tech, there's my brother Techno Blix. How you doing, buddy?
With a common denominator.
He says he's gonna play the shit out of it. Good for you, man. Good for you. Yeah, I'm seeing just lots of people that are like getting really angry about StarField, and it's like, here's the thing. My opinion is this: StarField and Star Citizen, there's no comparison there. Like, the fact that people are throwing this out is completely clickety-clack. Everybody that's gravitated to like the Star Citizen versus StarField thing, they don't even understand gaming. Like, these two things are like as separate as they can be in terms of like the experience, really. As far as what, yeah, I mean, like, it's completely dumb, right, Mad Style? I can't believe it. Like, to me, it's like they're each in their own genre, you know? Like, and like I get mad at like the polarization of it all. You know, you got like the StarField of people, and then you got the Star Citizen people. It's like, man, like, I love Star Citizen, but I'm not going to be bashing up on StarField. Like, if people want to have fun in StarField, let them have fun in StarField. Like, I don't get the whole versus thing, man. Like, I'm way above that. Like, it's too easy to be one or the other, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Obviously, I'm going to be in the camp of Star Citizen, but I ain't going to, like, go, you know, bashing on people's StarField experiences, you know what I mean? That's what I told E-rad. I'm like, just chill out, man. Just do what you want to do. Right, Limitless. I think so. He said he was getting a little heat, is what he said. And I was like, don't worry about it, dude. Just do what
Hello
you wanna
and
do.
welcome to the channel, it's E-rad, and so in today's video I will tell you why you are going to see a lot of StarField videos on the channel, as I believe that Bethesda's upcoming space-themed RPG is about to become my premiere game. So, one thing that I am looking forward to in any game when I am playing is immersion. I just want to feel like I am really being a part of the world that is unfolding in front of my very eyes. I want to feel that sense of escapism that drives me into an adventure I'll never get to experience in real life. And already StarField seems to be checking all of the boxes for me. It features
they got their bugs, but
breathing
Bethesda,
worlds with plausible, realistic environments based on actual science, based on what science would predict. If we're talking about alien life, it features stunning near photorealistic graphics with incredibly detailed lightning effects, explosions, reflections. Everything I've seen seems to have some kind
loading
of
on
wow
the planetary
factor.
landing, though, right?
It features life around you, whether these would.
I don't know if E-rad said this or not, but like this is not planetary landing with this. It's like a loading screen, right? Is this what we're getting?
Be in the form of human NPCs
going
on foot or in space, beasts and other animals on land, and going about their business until you eventually interfere with their affairs, and this is when trouble starts. And don't get me wrong, I love getting in trouble in this kind of game, and it seems like StarField is going to be more action-packed than I previously thought. In fact, it seems that there will be plenty of opportunities to engage in combat via hunting, scavenging, fetching, blasting.
Also a little arcadey. Is it a little arcadey? Those that are familiar with it and playing, I've not gotten to play this. Is it a little arcadey in space? You get like an arcade shooter action, or is there any type of like realism going on with the space flight and the gameplay there? Kind of like, from what I can see, it looks a little arcadey in terms of like how you move around the ship and the shooting.
Blasting our way through a quest or making it alive out of an ambush. And to allow us to do that, Bethesda is putting at our disposal a lot of toys. So much so that there are quite a few that I have never seen in the game before, like this electromagnetic bullet gun that looks so badass. I almost wetted my pants when I reacted to it in my StarField direct reaction livestream. By the way, you will find a link in the pinned comment down below. But StarField would not just offer ranged combat with awesome guns, you will also be able to whoop some star asses with your fists and some really cool melee weapons like knives or this insane looking hammer or axe, whatever it is.
Kind of different.
And then there are the activities to do in the game. I think
the character modeling looks just so old to me. The one thing I've always like had my criticisms with, and constructively being, is just the engine seems a little dated, and the NPC character modeling always looks so very like early 2000s. And also single player, right? Like, I'm not a huge single player guy. In order for me to have single player experiences, I'm going to need that new AI boost that's coming into the NPC world soon in a theater near you. And then I can get a little bit more immersed in the solo gameplay. That's my own type of gamer, tastes. And I personally like a sandbox. I've always liked MMO sandboxes. I like the danger. I like the interaction. Even if I'm jamming it out solo, I'm doing some mining, and I'm just like mindlessly doing it and just chilling out. I still like to know that there's somebody out there that might get me. I just like that. That's the way I grew up, sandbox MMO style all my life. So like for a single player game, it's got to be like super immersive, like a Squadron 42 or a Wing Commander, where it's got replayability and you can keep playing it. And Bethesda has games that have replayability. That I will give them.
It's very important that the game features many elements of replayability.
But one of the things, and again, constructive criticism, but like with Bethesda gaming, I would say character modeling looks very retro, has always looked retro for quite a while. And also, the amount of interaction you get with the dialogue from the NPC is somewhat limited and monotonous. And I can't, like after a while, I'm like, and skip. Like it's got to grab you. It's got to be more personal. And I really think the new AI hitting to the theaters near us soon basically is going to keep you rooted. I don't know if you've been watching the channel, but we've been seeing a lot here on DG in the morning of AI progression and seeing it inserted into gameplay, and it's fascinating. We just watched some NVIDIA. There was an NVIDIA slice from their AI they're working on, and it was really quick. It was really quick to respond, and it was very personal, and it was like, wow. The only thing I need for them to do is to work on tonality and speech patterns, because it sounds still very robotic.
Ability or vary quests and challenges, and
All right,
from
Hugh.
what we saw in
How you doing,
StarField
Hugh? Good to
Direct,
see you,
it
buddy.
seems like StarField will indeed deliver. In addition to the main quest, which is said to last between 50 to 80 hours, the game universe will be full of secondary quest givers that will give you plenty of exciting things to do, from
What
the
the
total
hell was
eradication
that?
of a group
Hold
of
on a
animals to
second.
the
What's-
eviction.
what's
The game
going on
universe
here?
will
Hold on a
be
second.
full of secondary
is-
quest givers that will give you plenty of exciting.
What is going on right in here right now? I think, get out of town. What is going on here? I think it's a slow-mo time, for God's sake. Pepe, slow-mo that. Slow-mo it.
Plenty of exciting things to do from
I wish that was longer. I really do. I really wish. Like, I just needed it like 30 seconds. 30 more seconds of slow-mo on that. That'd have been a winner. That would have been a winner of a clip right there. I'm just saying. I was finding that spice,
the total
That's what
eradication
she
of a group
said.
of animals to the eviction of a band of pirates. In addition, the various character mechanisms will encourage you to always do more of certain actions in order to level up or
The
obtain
jokes
higher
tonight in chat are
skills.
great.
Persuade more NPCs and your character will be better at persuasion.
It's very
Makes sense.
arcadey. It looks
Take
too
down more
arcadey.
enemies here and there with your bare hands and you will be stronger when doing so. Being rewarded for playing always encourages to play more, and this is a feature that I love.
E-rad's writing a script,
Next,
man.
I want to talk about space flight a little bit here. And everything I've said in last year's video about the game's flight mechanics has been confirmed, as it appears that flying a starship in StarField will indeed provide us with an experience that's going to be rather
I like that
close
he's doing
to
that.
what
Get
the
more
references of the
professional.
genre have to offer so far, as the act of effectively flying a starship will require some actual skills and training, because a lot is going to happen when you will be at the helm of your ship, especially in terms of power management. Well, you have to toggle between weapon, engine, and shield power, but an additional layer of power has been added here in the form of your jump drive, which can allow you to escape faster out of a predicament,
think I got a
which is
onesie
also
that
an
looks like
indication
that,
that the
Aether, huh?
game will let you choose to avoid fights when they are
How'd you
not
know?
necessary or not winnable.
Christy
And
must have
that's
told
also,
you.
I believe, is a smart game mechanics, because it will really give you the freedom of choice whether or not to engage in the combat, to see whether or not for yourself if that's the best solution, which
E-rad's
in many scenarios
getting
is
excited.
probably not going to be the case. I also love the fact that there will indeed be a large variety of different ships, ranging from fighters to freighters to then luxury yachts to actual destroyers.
there's a
The developers seem to put an emphasis on making
skill
sure that
tree
the
on this,
experience in
half-set.
space will be as compelling as it will be on land, and that
Oh,
is a
actual
strong
skill?
point that I have found myself enjoying in Elite Dangerous
sorry
and
to hear
Star
that,
Citizen,
half-set.
in which I would regularly switch between land and space
You know
if
what
I end up
irritated?
finding myself
It's
bored
out.
out of one of these environments. Obviously, The last
party
point that is going
onesie.
to keep me busy playing StarField for a long time is something that most space games don't have, or when they do, it's not really their main point, and that is the main quest, from which my understanding will be playable through different passes, which
E-rad,
will
but
then
it's just
have
not
to be
my cup of
experienced
tea.
through different runs with different characters.
gonna-
You'll be able to play as a
Listen.
charismatic hero, or a villain, or as a coward, or as a ruthless brute,
Or
or
as
as
a
a
couch
pacifist.
potato.
The choice will be yours, but
Yeah, see, like
depending
those-
on your action.
Like, you see what I'm saying about the character modeling? Like, do you see what I say? Do you see what I'm saying about the character modeling right there? You see? Pepe, go forward a little bit. There, right there, Pepe. That's the character modeling. That is not what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That no, that yes, that yes, this yes, that no, this yes. I can't remember. Anyway, let's keep going.
You'll be able to experience the main story through different angles by joining different factions or aligning with different people, and of course I will want to experience all of these paths, which is why I expect the storyline itself without any of the secondary quests here to keep me busy for hundreds upon hundreds of hours for a very long time, and of course that is time that I would not be spending playing other games,
The
including
animation's
Star
so
Citizen.
slow looking.
So there we have it, guys. Why I believe StarField will become my main
Is that
space
from his
game
card,
for
or
a
is
while.
that, like-
Does it mean that I will abandon the other ones, Star Citizen in particular? No, of course not. But I will definitely put it on the side while I experience a more fleshed out and stable game. Because in the end, I'm a gamer. I'm not a test.
Stability. You know what? I said this in the year 2023 for Star Citizen. It has to be about stability. The stability. Can I get an amen? Like, it has to be. We gotta get, like, I get E-rad's frustration. I get E-rad's frustration. We've been stuck here for a while. The stability has to be focused upon it, and really, that was the word. In 2022, I was saying it. I said, hey, in 2023, as you're moving into 2023, all I want to focus on is stability. We talked about persistence last year. We were beating the drum over and over about persistence. I think we got some level of it. Now I need stability. I need that stability. Like, we really have to focus on that. 2023, we're halfway through. It's feeling kind of glitchy mess. Stability has to be just completely drummed into the devs over and over again.
And all I want is to be entertained, and if spending time on a fully fledged solo experience is what it takes to satisfy my space.
Wait, this just in here. This just in. Fingers and Hugh both playing it, saying it's running very smooth. So that's very, very positive. I like to hear that. That's great, Fingers. That's great, Hugh. Thanks for feeding us that detail, man.
Adventure craving, then that is what I will do.
You were on an
But
EU
let me know in the
server
comment section down below, guys. Have you pre-ordered StarField? Are you going to play it? If so, how do you envision your experience in StarField? I would like to know your reaction as well. Anyway, that is all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. As always, thank you so much.
Hey, good on him if he wants to focus more on it. If he wants to focus on it, he wants to focus on it. Let's look at views here and let's see how he's doing. I'm going to give that a like. Let's go give our friend a like over there. I love E-rad. You know, hey, he's being committed to what it is that he likes, and good for him, man. I think people that kind of would choose Star Citizen over E-rad is kind of cocky thing to do. They're he's for Star Citizen. People should support him. He's, if he wants to do that, good for him. Now, if people don't want to watch, then that's their prerogative, because maybe they don't want to watch it. But I'm just curious here what he's got on that. Here's why StarField will become my main game. 3,000 views. Good for him. Good for him. And now he's got more StarField on the channel. All right. Well, listen, E-rad, if you're watching this highlight, bro, I know sometimes you do. Just do what's in your heart, bro. And, any way we can support you, man. You were always there for me with moms, and I'll always be there for you. You're my brother, man. You're my brother from another mother, and I always got your back, bro, because you had mine. So that's how we do it here on DG360, man. Go over there. Go on that link. I'll put this description down there. You guys check him out. If you're not subscribed to him, go subscribe to him. He's an awesome dude. Absolutely love him.